Yo, this is how we start in this. This is how we start in this recap, yo. Welcome to the Rigged Report. Your boy JS with the recap for Week 5. I couldn't even wait till Tuesday. We got to do this shit on Monday, man. Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit? Yo, if you've been following me for a couple weeks, been checking our episodes and stuff, I love it because after last night, after the whole day of football, if you do not believe that this shit is scripted, if this shit is not performances, then there's no helping you. There is no pleasing you, as a great movie once quoted. This shit was comical. All right? Can't say I didn't tell you. See, that helped, the sting of my Eagles losing, because everybody fucking lost. It was about all but maybe 2 or 3 teams got hosed yesterday, or that should have won, and completely they flipped the script. So I'm not alone. Feels good, to not be alone when they put the rig on. But let's get through it, man. It's what we're here for. All right. It is Monday. We had Week 5 games yesterday. We're going to start off in London, which is the only game that Snoo picked right. I think I put 3 main picks. I went 1 and 2. This is the one thing that went right. Vikings beat the Browns 21-17 before they go over to their bye. As I've said, I just didn't trust Dillon Gabriel to be able to win on his first game against the Vikings, pass defense. I trust the Vikings a little more. Very good defensive game both ways. And again, the Vikings did cover the 3.5, but I did take the money line. So if you took the money line like me, then you got some money in the morning. You won some before the games for 1 o'clock even started. So that's about as good as it's going to get for us this week, because from here on out is downhill. All right, so let's get into the shenanigans. All right, we're going to start here. First, we have on the radar the Raiders and the Colts. The Colts are one of the teams that did that what they were supposed to do and put their foot up of a lesser team's ass, which is what they did. They commenced to ass kicking, 40-6. There's nothing else to say. Pete Carroll, you got to go. You got to get the fuck up out of there. And take that piece of shit Chip Kelly with you. I blame Chip Kelly. Yes, Pete Carroll's the head coach. Chip, you should be nowhere around an offense for a fucking NFL team, Chip Kelly. You stink. Look at my eyes. Right here, me and you. You stink. And I ain't talking about my son's diapers. You stink. All right? 40-6. They got to fire somebody over at the Raiders. How are they going to keep performing like this? What are they putting up as a product for their fans? There's nowhere to go. Brock Bowers didn't play. He's a little banged up with the knee. There's nowhere to go. On the other side, Colts look wonderful. Jonathan Taylor's looking like the RB of the season. They're all systems go there. Shane Steichen has them boys playing incredible. They're looking like the favorites for the AFC South. It's nothing to go there. They just whooped ass. Some people thought the Ravens would fight close because when you're in desperation mode, when, coach is about to get fired and things of that nature, you put everything on the line, everything you got. So I thought the script would be in that the Raiders would, either win or lose close, in back of my mind. But nope, total ass whooping. Let's move on. Giants at Saints. You guys watched me last video. In the middle of recording the video, I started talking through the scenarios. Oh, I like the Giants and everything. Jackson Dart. Saints is losing. And I was like, you know what? Just in case. This might be the one where Jackson Dart comes out as a rookie. He's on the road. He might have a bunch of turnovers. This was a true rookie game in rookie fashion. And it happened just like that. Giants came out 14-0 or 14-3, came out rolling off the rip. Then they put the brakes on. And this sums it up. Like I said if the Giants win, Jackson Dart was going to have a rushing touchdown. I said if they lose and get blown out, then you got to take him for the interception. Not only did he throw 2 interceptions, but the Giants had 5 straight turnovers. I'm going to repeat that. 5 straight turnovers. 5 consecutive turning the ball over and giving it to the other team. I need to see some type of stats on how many times that has ever happened. I would say less than 3. I don't never know a team to turn the ball over consecutively 5 straight times. And their quarterback don't get benched. Nothing happens. So they put that call in on that one. Just think about 5 straight turnovers. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. But it did happen. Saints got their very first win. Probably their only win. I'll be shocked to see them win another one. Giants just fell apart. Good luck to them because they got Eagles on Thursday and we pissed off. So, that was just crazy though. That was just a fluky game. 5 turnovers in a row. I've never seen something like that. That's crazy. All right. We got the Cowboys and the Jets, who were my main pick. And again, tell you why. Jets haven't won a game. 0-4. They were playing at home again before they go on a road to lose some more games. What are you giving the fan base? I don't think they were going to fire Aaron Glenn because he just got there. He's from Detroit. They got a lot of respect there as Detroit coaches. So I figured, okay, they can't blame the coach and fire him and things of that nature. Justin Fields fights hard. They got to have some type of good output. This was not it. Cowboys just came right out and ran right through them. And let me just take you to a stat real quick because we know what Justin Fields is good for. He's a better runner than he is a passer, right? So we know even when he doesn't pass well, we know he's going to run out of situations and he's good and he's hard to stop, right? We also know that Dallas Cowboys have 0 defense. Their defense stinks, right? Okay, so just one stat for you. Justin Fields, before his last run in the fourth quarter, which was for 11 yards, take that one away. He ran the ball 6 times and only gained 15 yards. I'm going to say that again. Justin Fields, whether the play was designed or not, rushed the ball 6 times for 15 yards. Check his stat history. I don't even think he's rushed for less than that this season and probably not any games that he played last season. It's unheard of. Running is what he do. You have designed runs from him to haul ass all over that team. He should have had 100 yards rushing in this loss. For him to have the first 6 rush attempts for only 15 yards, and then the last one he did 11 yards. So he had 7 rush attempts for 26 yards. That's why they lost the game the way they did. That was unheard of, unpredictable. Even me, going on a limb saying that the Jets can rally this one and hang with the Cowboys. No one ever expected him to not run the ball at all. So I'll take the loss on that one. It definitely was some rigoroni going on in there. Gotta be. It didn't happen. It didn't play out the way I thought. I thought we would give a lot of effort. It was 23-3. And in the fourth quarter, Justin Fields want to throw 2 touchdowns and run and act like he should have been playing the whole game. So I'll take the loss on that one. Like I said, I'll take many losses, but I was not alone. We all got gypped yesterday. All right. Let's go to another one of these games. Let's see what we got here. Dolphins at the Panthers. Another one. Dolphins came out strong. Halftime 17-10. They decide to let Rico Dowdle turn into Emmitt Smith and run for 206 yards on their ass. Chuba Hubbard was hurt. How do you let Rico Dowdle run for 206 yards? He probably had 206 yards for the whole season last year combined. How do you let him run for 206 yards on your ass? Insane. And then if you watch the plays, the big runs, people just running past him like this, touching him on, tipping him on the shoulder. Fucking comical. Comical. But listen, when you're dealing with I worked at a casino, I worked at sports books. When you play their game, when you decide to visit their facility and play their game, you're held by their rules. Scripted or not, we can't complain. We're taking part of it. We got hosed. Okay? Dolphins was up. They lost 27-24 to the Panthers. Enrico Dowdle, Emmitt Smith, who the hell else can he be? Shady McCoy, Barry Sanders. Like, god damn. 206 yards. All right. So we lost that one too. All right, let's get to my boys, the Broncos and the Eagles game. Actually went to Xfinity Live, celebrate my stepdaughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Yanni. And this is what we get as a birthday present. We get a loss. However, we were supposed to lose to the Rams. Can we just all, as Eagle fans, admit that? Rams came out, whooped our ass. That should have been a loss. So we won the game we should have lost. And we lost the game we should have won. Either way, however you slice it, we got one loss out of the week. Even though, if we want to talk about it, it's some bullshit. This shit is just so scripted. First we come out, we at the half, we're up. All over them. You know what I mean? It's 10-3. We go up 17-3. We're looking fine. Then we just stopped playing football and let them score 18 straight points on us in the fourth quarter. We did nothing about it. Pass interference call. I usually don't run to the calls, but y'all seen it. It was obvious on Dallas Goedert, second to the last play. Ridiculous. But we put ourselves in that position because we shouldn't have let them come back like that in a real game where people are playing their hardest. We wouldn't let a team score 18 points consecutively, on us. So it is what it is. National Fixed League. What can we do? We lost 21-17 to the Broncos. We're 4-1. We finally got a loss in I don't know how many days. It's been over a year since we took an L. We'll take it. We're 4-1. We're still on top of the NFC East. I'd rather lose early than to lose late, like the Patriots. Go undefeated and then lose when it counts the most. So we'll take it now. So, our OC needs to step it up. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but this happened before. Remember, we had good OCs. They left, and we did bad. You know what I mean? After Steichen and the guy from the Cardinals left, our OC and our DC left, we were looking bad. We got it together. Now we got a new OC, and offensively, we're looking bad again. Even with these close wins, we're not looking together. But we have time. It's week 5. We got time to fix what we need to fix. Sirianni needs to do what he needs to do. And we make the adjustments and we keep on rolling. Nobody expected an undefeated season, So let's just keep charging. Let's stay ahead of the NFC East. Let's stay ahead of the NFC. Let's just keep winning these games and do what we got to do in the playoffs. But Eagles took their first L. It's all right. We're okay. We're okay with that. All right. So we're going to move on to the next game. What other jerk job did we have going on here? Let's see. Oh, we had the Texans and the Ravens. Texans did what they're supposed to do. I'll be honest with that. I just felt like, the Ravens still got a good team. Texans they have not been performing well. And you're in Baltimore. Cooper Rush been there the whole offseason. Why can't you guys perform or at least put up a fight? But I'll tell you why. Because Derrick Henry has 8 carries for 33 yards. 8 carries for 33 yards. This is why the Ravens are not winning games. You're not using your special weapons. Lamar's not running the way he used to when he was playing. I know he was out this game. I'm just saying in the previous games. He's not running the way he normally does. They're not feeding the beast, Derrick Henry, as they usually do. Derrick Henry gets better as the game goes on. His biggest runs and stuff are in the fourth quarter when he pounds defenses down and then they're tired of tackling him. 8 carries for 33 yards? Are you kidding me? He did get his touchdown, which I said I had him, Jamar Chase, and Stephon Diggs, who didn't get it, but 8 carries for 33 yards. That's why you guys are losing. They're probably going to lose to the Rams next week with no Lamar. Then they're on the bye, so they might go into the bye 1-5. However, they have a real soft schedule after the bye where they can literally run off 5-6 games in a row. So, we're going to keep the Ravens alive. We're going to keep hope alive and hope turn this around. Hope this ain't just a wash of a season because they're not using Derrick Henry or anything. So I'm hoping they're just chilling before this break, before their bye, and then they get back into playing Ravens football. But they got their ass whooped 44-10. That's bad. In Baltimore. In B-More. That was bad. All right. Moving on along. I'm going to save that game. Buccaneers at the Seahawks. Very good game. Very interesting. A lot of points. A lot of yards. No Bucky Irving. Buccaneers were getting 3.5. Not only did they cover, they win in the game-winning field goal. JSN, Jackson Smith, what is it? Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Emeka Egbuka. Stars, monsters, dogs. 163 yards receiving for Egbuka. This guy's a rookie, man. Oh my God, he is balling, bro. He is balling. Something sick. Shout out to them. Baker ain't nothing to play with. They took the loss to the Eagles. He bounced right back. Beat Seattle in Seattle. I figure it was a little up with that game. It just seems like any team that's constantly winning, and it looked like they should get the win game 3 or 4 of constantly winning, and it just goes the opposite way. Shout out to the Buccaneers, man. They fighting hard, man. They got some wide receivers over there, though. They definitely do. Seahawks got a rebound. They took their loss at home. That was a good game. I didn't see a lot of trigonometry going on over there. It was just a good offensive back and forth type game. Shout out to the Bucs. They won and they covered. All right, let's get to Lions and the Bengals. Lions did what they were supposed to do, put their foot up the Bengals' ass. This is my thing. Where are the Bengals going from here? Zach Taylor already tried to defend keeping Jake Browning and not going to get another quarterback. Obviously, that didn't work. Where do you go? Where do you go from there? Is it time to fire Zach Taylor? I think so. I think they need to do something with that whole organization. They never fixed their line. Their O-line has been getting Joe Burrows hurt and getting people hurt for years. They do not want to fix this O-line, and it's costing them. But where do you go from here? What, you're going to lose the next game and then the next game? When are you going to fire Zach Taylor? Is he going to be safe because Burrow's not there? What's going on? I don't know. Shout out to the Lions. Covered 10.5 points, beat them by 13 in their own home, made them look like stepchildren. Nothing to say there. Nothing going on there. All right. We got 3 more games to talk about, and they all had a nice amount of rigidry going on in there. We're going to start with the Commanders and the Chargers. So let me just set this stage for you. Jayden Daniels, fresh off an injury, comes back to play. Good quarterback, rookie of the year. Against Justin Herbert. Very good quarterback as well. Been balling out of control. His team, Chargers, been railing him off. They lost to the Giants last week, to Jackson Dart. You think they'd be pissed. They come home. They play the Commanders, who are formidable. However, Jayden Daniels, fresh off an injury. Terry McLaurin, not playing. So you basically have Deebo Samuel, who's not a route runner, but, you can throw the ball to him. He's strong. You got Bill. I'm just going to call him Bill because I don't know the Jericho Mosky. I don't know the whole name. I'm sorry. So we're just going to call him Bill. Krosky Merritt is his last name, but we're just going to call him Bill, the running back. And that's all you got. Zach Ertz, who was unproductive. So how do you go into the Chargers, who just took a loss, who got Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen, McConkey, Marion Hampton, Jim Harbaugh, all of this team at home? You just took a loss, and you basically let Jayden Daniels walk in there with a rookie running back and a non-route running wide receiver and just beat y'all 27-10. How does that happen? How do y'all can't put more than 10 points on the board for the Commanders? Their defense ain't like that. What happened? Script happened. All right, so Commanders, and it was 2.5. I told you it was something iffy about that shit. I knew it. Knew that shit was iffy. Knew that shit was iffy. Why is it only 2.5? This motherfucker hurt. You ain't got no wide receiver. Your star wide receiver's hurt, but it's only 2.5. So everybody can take the Chargers by 3. Not so fast. Commanders win 27-10. Cover the spread, obliterate the spread, win. Hey man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. All right, so first let's go with. All right, before we get to the night game, let's go with the most rigged game of the week. And y'all already know what it is. Everybody's been talking about it, tweeting about it. You see the media. Tennessee Titans at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals giving the Titans 8.5, 7.5 at game time. Nobody expected the Titans to win. But it's not the fact that they won. It's how they won. That's an issue. So, first of all, y'all remember last week, I think it was the Colts. Yeah, it was the Colts receiver who ran all the way down and dropped the ball right before the goal line. That's on purpose, y'all. No professional player in any sport is going to drop the ball right there. They don't even teach that. Why would you even do that? You wait, get in the end zone, and then you do some type of celebration with the ball in your hands. You might spike it. You might do some funny shit with it. You're going to drop it before you get there? A week after it was just done? And y'all don't think that shit is on purpose? Look how that whole game just fell apart. Motherfucker was up 21-3 or 21-6. Whatever it was. That shit would have been 28. That happened. Fucked them up. Then they got back in it. Then the sloppiest, most scripted, bullshittest. The fucking Titans throw an interception to the Cardinals. He catches the ball, drops and fumble it for no reason with nobody around him. Just, oh shit. Then the ball gets mixed around and kicked around into the end zone where the Titans guy fall on it for a touchdown. What? Y'all believe that shit? Looking at my man, you're just like, yo, homie, you see this shit? Like, do you see this bullshit? You can't make this shit up. This is the thing. I don't care if it's scripted. It could have been scripted back in the day. People could have been on a take back in the day, but at least they put a good product on the field. The shit looked real. People were getting busted up. And I'm not saying it wasn't real. It was. But, Mob had a couple people on the take, ref shaving points and stuff. But today that gambling is worldwide and DraftKings and all of this shit is legal, they got to control the outcome. They got to control this somehow. It's just sloppy. It's just, oops, it falls in my hands. Oh, I can't catch it. It's just sloppy. Like, at least make the shit look good. That's the problem. It's like if you're going to perform and act, make it look good. Make it look believable. This shit is not even believable. You intercept the ball and then you drop it? Why? Like, the shit was comical. But anyway, Titans come back and win 22-21 after being down 7.5-point favorites. After Cam Newton was saying, sorry, Cam. Cam Ward was saying, oh, we ass and all that. And I said it last week. I said, listen, when everybody's down and nowhere to go, that's when you be wary of them. Back against the wall. So it's not even like they fought hard to win the game. They had a whole bunch of fucking scripted help. And the shit looked ridiculous. So the Titans get the win over the Cardinals. A lot of people's survivor picks were busted. Mine was busted Thursday with the Rams. A lot of people lost with the Cardinals. There was a lot of upsets going on. But I don't think no upsets were bigger than Sunday night. That's what made me feel a little better. When I seen the Sunday night rigotry, I was like, great. It's not just us. It's not just our team. Everybody got hosed last night. Everybody gets a hose. You gets a hosed. You gets a hosed. Everybody gets hosed. Patriots at the Bills. Bills giving the Patriots, 8.5, 7.5 at game time. Bills were 4-0, running through people at home. Patriots, division foe, yes, but they're still up and coming. Drake May and them got a nice win the week before, but they're at Buffalo. Buffalo owns them. Bills dressed in their whole white with the gray, snowflake, whatever they call it. Everything to make you think that this is going to be a one-sided ass whooping. No, the Bills come out and they turn the ball over about 3-4 times in the first half. That's not normal. Sit there with the Patriots, hard game, nothing going on. And Stephon Diggs plays out of his mind. I really liked him for a touchdown for that reason. I didn't get the touchdown, but he gave up 10 receptions for 146 yards. It's pretty close to a touchdown. He might as well had the TD. But he went off. Bills act like they couldn't do nothing. My guy, Jimmy Cook, had 49 rushing yards. The fix was in, guys. If this week does not convince you, this shit is scripted. I don't know what to tell you guys. Get a new pair of eyes and a new brain with some new logic in it. Don't know what to tell you. It's okay. We still love the game. Listen, the NFL is a product that is fucking addictive. It's not watered down. They don't have a lot of competition. We love the game. Just like a lot of people still love wrestling. They know it's scripted now, but they love the entertainment. It is what it is. But you're not going to look at this shit that we're looking at and tell me that this shit is not scripted. They don't have no athletic commission. They're not considered a sports company. If you look, the NFL spitted a sport. It's an entertainment company. It's an entertainment company. Like, look that up. There's no athletic commission. It's not the Olympics where people cheating, this, that, and the third. It's an entertainment company. It's just a show. But it's a sports-based show. And we get to bet on it. Come on, guys. Make it make sense. So the Patriots win 23-20 against the Bills. I know a lot of people was like, what the fuck's going on? Look around. Everybody's talking about shit's rigged and everything. Oh, we know. We know. But I just want to use what we know in positions to get the money, man. You know what I'm saying? It can be rigged, whatever the case may be. If I'm going to play in it knowing it's rigged, I want to go left when everybody goes right. I want to be able to put together some picks and win some good money and get some good profit off it from the riggetry. So that's basically the recap, guys, of what happened yesterday. A lot of shit was going on. You couldn't make this shit up. Tonight, we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good luck with that shit. Who's going to win? I know last night got people scared to even put money on the fucking Chiefs. Like, yo, bro, is this going to happen again? I got the Chiefs money line. I need to see it to believe it. You got to show me Trevor Lawrence can beat fucking Patrick Mahomes. You got to show me. I don't give a fuck what happened. You got to show me that. Because we're not going to... That's just the topping on the cake. You feel me? That's the little candle right on the top if the fucking Jaguars pull this off. Chiefs money line, but I'm sure you guys will be tuned in. I'm going to be tuned in. I can't wait to see how this shit go. I can't wait to see if they use any of the magnetic gloves and balls that I showed you guys on my channel. If you guys are watching, can't make it up, man. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy or just rain on everybody's parade, bro. I'm just trying to share the information of what I see. If I see there's a hole out there that's spitting out money, I'm going to take some money, but I'm going to let everybody else know too. Yo, that hole is spitting out some money. Go get you some. You understand what I'm saying? I like to share knowledge. The shit is scripted. It's no more conspiracy theory, guys. It's no more. Use that when you're making your picks. Use the entertainment side. What makes good for good football? Because if you're just betting on a better team, who seems better, you're not going to win like that, as you can see. So take that with a grain of salt. I'll come to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Usually when I do my recap, I got to give you Thursday's picks because I don't put out another one before Thursday. So, it's prime time. I'm just letting you guys know who I'm leaning towards. So let's look at upcoming week 6. Oh, we got Eagles at the Giants. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Eagles at the Giants. Ain't no surprise who we taking here. Who's taking the Giants is what I want to know. Eagles just fresh off a loss, mad as hell. It's 7.5. So Giants could play them close. Dark back at home again. Can put out the effort he put out against the Chargers. We'll see. But them beating us, it's got to be only if it's in the script. There's no way on paper. There's no way on physical talent. There's no way they're fucking with us. Unless it's in the script. So, of course, I got the Eagles. Got to show me. I got to see it to believe it. And I'll keep up with you guys. We look forward to my week 6 picks later in the week. Please comment, share, subscribe, like. I appreciate the love. Holla at me, people. I'll see you guys for week 6. I'm out.